Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and 2018 is coming to a close. It's that time of year again where we can look back, a moment of reflection, and be grateful and thankful for all the lovely things Nintendo have done for us this year. A quiet, calm... Sod that. Let's behave like the impatient children that we are, and look at all the stuff that they haven't done that we want them to do in the year of 2019. 'Tis the season. So yes, in this video we are going to be looking at, I think, 11 things, that looks like a good number, that we want Nintendo to do in the year of 2019, and therefore by sort of extension, we wish they had already done, I suppose. You know, I think they'll put this back on, it's fun. Are they gonna do all this? Probably not, you know, they've got other things to do, they've got their own priorities. We're just impatient little children, basically. But that's fun, so yes. But anyway, that's more than enough waffling, let's dive right into things. First thing on our list, Bluetooth headphone support. Lordy Lou, I can't believe we're asking for this in the year 2019 on a modern system. We've done quite a few videos about Bluetooth headphones. I myself don't really use them, except for maybe a few times on the train. I've sort of thought it would be quite nice, not that I had my Bluetooth headphones with me, because I don't really use them, so I don't think to take them anywhere. But there are loads of people out there who have been vying for ages saying, please, 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 give us Bluetooth headphone support. And yeah, there are those little dongles you can plug into the bottom, and they are great. We did a video all about it. But it's also 2019. Yes, Nintendo, well done. You got rid of the Creators Program. Now give us Bluetooth headphones. That's the natural order of things. I mean, yes, there is a possibility, and I've heard that maybe it's potentially not even possible with the current version of the Switch in its current state, but they've already got loads of Bluetooth in there. Maybe you could only have one controller connected, or maybe two controllers connected, and you could have the rest of the Bluetooth for the headphone. Can you tell? I'm not a developer. Second thing on the list that we're checking twice, SNES games. Okay, we've got NES games on the whole sort of Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo Switch Online, which is still the shortest and briefest and loveliest name for that thing possible. But we have played these games time and time again. We are bored senseless of playing... I was about to say Duck Hunt, but that's not even on it, is it? Mario Bros, Zelda, you know, there's gonna be a few people that haven't played these games, and for them, great, you know, more power to you. But for the rest of us, you know, the people who maybe have been hanging around with Nintendo for the longest time and would have bought the online subscription, we have played these games to death. You could argue we've also played the SNES games to death, which is fine, you know, we probably have, but at least, come on, you know, NES games are not exactly exciting. They're generally short, and it's not Super Mario World, is basically what I'm saying. Third thing on our list, it's kind of an extension of that, and that is Virtual Console and Nintendo 64 sort of all rounded together. I think it's a bit unreasonable to expect Nintendo to give out N64 games for free in the same way that they're doing with the NES games and hopefully SNES games in the future. But you know, they could just release a sort of a compilation download, like a sort of a virtual console, like a virtual N64 mini. Maybe you could do that, charge, I don't know, 20, 50, whatever quid for it, 50 quid probably, and it could have 20 games on it, maybe a few more, something like that. Maybe you could buy DLC packs with more games in it. You know what I'm describing the Virtual Console. Can we have that, please? Failing that, give it to us for free. Basically, all I want is to play N64 games on the Switch. Number 4, not one that I'm so angry about because it would just be a nice bonus, and that is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. Obviously, the deluxe version came with the DLC that came on Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, but we could really do with some more. You know, there's not that much to make Mario Kart 8 Deluxe stand out properly, and there's so much room for more tracks, more races. I mean, it's an easy decision, surely. People have been harping on about this for ages. Why aren't they doing it? Goodness only knows. Or maybe they are, and it'll be released in 2019. Fifth thing, Netflix and Amazon Prime Video. For some reason I didn't write this list. Does anyone watch Amazon Prime Video? We've got the YouTubes, now let's have the Netflixes, and I suppose the Amazon Primes. We've clearly seen that YouTube works well on the Switch, and there are probably going to be quite a lot of people saying, what's the point? And fair enough, I don't think I would use Netflix if it was on my Switch, but there are plenty of people out there that would, and it would be nice to have the option. We've already got Hulu on there as well if you live in the States, which I don't, so why not? Why not is what I'm saying. It would be a good. Number 6, bit of a pipe dream, a Switch Pro. I love the Switch in its current form. I really, really do. I think it's one of Nintendo's best consoles that they have ever made, but there is always going to be room for improvement. And I think a sort of an upgraded version of the Switch is pretty much inevitable. So why not get it sooner rather than later? I think a couple of years into the life cycle of the 3DS, we already had the new 3DS. I'm probably wrong about that because my understanding of those years before I worked for Nintendo Life are a bit of a blur. But we definitely had the XL by that point. The XL came out like a year later. I remember buying it with Animal Crossing and I had to cycle all the way to Cirencester, which means nothing to 99% of people watching this. It was several miles on a mountain bike, on a road, and I wasn't very fit. Still not, but was even less so then. Maybe. Is this off topic? Errol? Is this off topic? At number 7 on our list, we want to see some more unique Joy-Con. Yeah, we've seen the D-pad controller wired, really basic style one, but you know how people had all those ideas flying around for like, you know, fishing reel controller and, you know, like the Korg little dials and things like that, the unique Joy-Con ideas? Let's see some of those. I think they'd be ruddy lovely. I'm not expecting them to be suitable for everyone, and, you know, it may well be that most people and most developers don't really see the worth in creating specific Joy-Con just for one game or a series of games. But, you know, come on, it'd be great, wouldn't it? And this is a pipe dream list, so it doesn't matter if it's feasible or not. You could even have those scroll wheel shoulder buttons that Nintendo patented. Nintendo, you can do it. Analogue Triggers, why are you not doing this? I've just seen number 8 on the list. I probably should have looked at this beforehand. Nintendo 64 Mini, I've kind of already covered that. Well, I haven't, but I do agree that an N64 Mini is pretty much inevitable now. Of course, emulating the N64 is not as straightforward as older systems, or at least that's what I've been led to believe by the internet, and the internet hasn't lied to me yet. The NES Mini and the SNES Mini were so popular that Nintendo had to restock the NES Mini because it basically sold out everywhere and everyone was complaining that they couldn't get one despite the fact all the ones had been sold. That made more sense in my head. So yeah, clearly these are a money spinner. It's just a little emulation system inside, and hell, you know, if you can do a PlayStation 1 emulator in one of those, or, you know, at least, I suppose, try, then I'm pretty sure with Nintendo's backing, you could get an N64 Mini up and running lovely. I mean, there are so many classic games that have no reasonable way to play in HD, or at least on an HD TV, beyond using the Wii U Virtual Console, which makes everything really dark for some reason, and that still annoys me. Also, I mean getting the Wii U out of the cupboard. Number 9, really simple. Why hasn't it happened already? Folders and themes for the Switch. I really like the Switch's UI. I think it's very sleek, very clean, very agreeable, and it's very low energy. You know, the whole thing is just, you know, a couple of kilobytes of data. Nintendo have been very clever to make sure that it runs beautifully, but you could still do with a few little tweaks here and there now, couldn't it? Hell, the 3DS had folders and themes. Maybe not themes, you know, the Wii U had folders as well. Just give us in fact, the Wii U got folders as an update, didn't it? It would just be nice to be able to lump a load of games together like, you know, sort of party games. So when I go over a friend's house and I've taken my Switch as though it were a roof party on a Nintendo Switch advert, instead of rummaging around and going, oh, what games do I have? Because I can't remember because I have that first world problem of having too many games. I can just go to a folder and just be like, there's all the 4-player and 8-player games, let's have a Barney. Number 10 is also just a system thing. Better friends and that sort of thing. Better friend messaging and stuff like that. Better online interactivity. Voice chat in the system, not via an app. You know, give the app as an option, as, you know, by all means. Fix the app and then give it as an option. But integrated voice chat should be really simple to do. It should be a basic feature, and we just don't have it. And also, please, just let's message people. I understand, you know, there are some nasty things that get sent over Xbox Live. Believe me, I've had people telling me they're gonna come round and kill my mum. It's not pleasant. But I'm sure, for me at least, 99% of the interaction is gonna be, hi, you Alex from Nintendo Life? I love that. But seriously, 99% of the interaction is just gonna be, hey, that was a fun game. Hey, do you wanna be friends? Hey, do you wanna play this game? Hey, are you a girl? And lastly, this is one that's very close to my heart. Let us back up Splatoon 2 to cloud saves. Oh my sweet baby lord. I still can't believe Splatoon 2 doesn't support cloud saves. I understand the reasons why, and I think those reasons are stupid. An online game like Splatoon 2 should be in the cloud full stop. I understand there's a single player element, but have that locally, but your profile, your online profile, have that stored in the cloud somewhere. Nintendo, we know you've got the servers, you've just let us use them. Like, if I lost my single player stuff in Splatoon 2, I would be annoyed, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. But it's my online stuff. I have spent countless hours on Splatoon 2. I don't want all that to go up in smoke. Why is it that I can't back it up? I know the reasons, but they're stupid. They don't want people save scumming. They don't want people adjusting their save data to give themselves ridiculous items. I get that. But it's already happening. If anybody is really that determined, they will find a way. Just let the majority, the 99.99% of people who wouldn't do that because it's a rubbish thing to do, let us just save and back up our save. Save, backup, save data, backup cloud data. So there you have it. That is hat hair. That is 11 things that we'd like to see Nintendo doing in the year of 2019. Mainly Switch stuff, but a couple of other bits thrown in there. By which I mean the N64 Mini. But what would you like to see Nintendo doing in just a few days from the time of recording? Let us know down there in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you wear that subscribe button as a hat and give yourself tremendous hair as a result? And be sure to check out nintendolife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye. At number 7 on our list, that's 8. But what would you like to see Nintendo doing in the near year? But no, seriously, 99% of the interaction is just going to be, hey, do you want to be friends? Hey, do you want to match? Hey, hello.